Welcome to episode 111 of TrustyHogs. This is the episode where we talk about our perfect lives. I'm comedian Catherine Bohart. You are comedian Helen Bauer. We've been recording 2 episodes today, and I feel loco crazy bananas. Hello.
Loco crazy bananas.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
How are you, girl?
I'm so good.
Yeah, how you feeling? What you up to? What's going on for you?
So good. So much is going on for me, Catherine.
Tell me everything.
My mind's literally blanking right now.
Oh, I genuinely...
No, I have an observation.
Oh, gosh. Okay, go on.
When people in films are replaced with a stunt double,
Yeah.
it's obvious. Okay? I was watching a bit of Blades of Glory. Have you seen it?
No.
Ice skating film. Wonderful stuff.
I have seen it with Barbie, Margot Robbie.
Is she in it? No.
No, I'm thinking of the one based on Tanya Harding.
I, Tonya.
Tanya.
That is such a good film.
So what's Blades of Glory?
Blades of Glory is the guy from Napoleon Dynamite
Oh,
and
no,
Will
I've
Ferrell.
not seen that. Very different film, and I haven't seen it.
Okay, and they
But are
like
they not trying to make it look obvious because it's like funny?
maybe they are, but it is insane because I remember the first time I noticed that someone was swapped in a TV show or a film.
Which was?
Malcolm in the Middle. Hal doing a rollerblading lesson.
Oh my god, yeah!
And I was like, that is not him. And I felt so smart. I felt so
But
behind the
that was part
camera.
of that joke, though, as well, wasn't it?
It probably was, but as a child, I was like,
Wasn't
I
that
see
part
what
of
you
that
did
joke?
there. Genuinely?
From my memory, it was like so obvious that it was like obviously part of the joke.
Okay, Blades of Glory is so obvious, but then you see the production quality in something like, what are the other ice skating films? Do you remember The Ice Princess?
No.
Okay, it was a Disney movie, and it was a girl who was like, I'm going to be a princess on the ice, an ice skating queen. And it was the girl from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The one that everyone hates. Neither of us watch Buffy, do we?
No, we do. Do you mean
don't
Eliza,
watch
what's
it.
her name, who played Faith?
I didn't watch it.
What? Okay, well, okay, what about Princess Ice?
I think her character's name is Dawn on Buffy.
Dawn.
Maybe I've got that wrong. Emma Black would know. Emma Black rang me this morning. Guess what she's got? Someone who lives really close to her runs a massage business from her house, like literally from her house. But like Emma would call her up and be like, do you have an appointment? She's like, oh, sure. Do you want to come over now? Just come in your pajamas. So Emma can wander down her street and get a massage in her pajamas.
Oh my god.
And I
Helen.
was like, are you fucking joking? She rang me, I was on FaceTime, and like Sunil was in the room, and Sunil was like, that's an actual thing that exists. Could you imagine?
I'd lose all my money to a masseuse. If that
My
was the
neighbours
case.
are mad. Last night, one of my neighbours told me that he would burn my recycling for me if he wanted. Like, I was doing that thing. So recycling was this morning, and because of the new wardrobe and the new bed and stuff, I've got so much cardboard.
Of course.
Because like just furniture that actually is quality and it's oak and it's not going to break, and I've bought for life, and that's what you get with oak. That's solid. So I was like, right, I'm going to get this proper furniture in. Got loads of cardboard. Sunil obviously gets all his deliveries. He bought a blankie for the first time. Can you believe it?
With the Highland Coos.
The Highland Coo
Oh,
one. I told you about
ridiculous.
this, didn't I? On the phone.
Ridiculous.
He it's like when you finally like break a man to the point where it's like they just realise they actually like these sweet comforts.
I've never really gotten that far with one, but I understand what you're saying.
He
Yeah.
owns a blankie with Highland Cows print
That's
on it.
really
And it's
cute.
wool. And when I came in last night super late, he was wearing it as a cape. Just wandering around with his little
Stop
Highland Cow
it.
cape.
Has he heard of dressing gowns?
Yeah, he's a dressing gown as well.
Oh,
He's
that's
so silly
cute.
and
Although,
little.
I know I said dressing gown because I call it a house coat, but yeah,
But you're trying to appease me
I guess so.
with the actual Irish nonsense.
What's
So,
sorry, speaking of
the recycling, I have to tell you what my neighbour said.
Okay, great. And then I want to ask you a question.
Okay, so I was like putting it all out at like 1 a.m. So I came back really late for my gig, right?
Okay.
And I'm putting it out on the street for the tractor man, and he was like, God, that's a lot of recycling. And I was like, oh yeah, this is new furniture. And he went, oh, just shove it there, because some neighbours are getting like work done. And there's like a pile of like shit in their front garden. I was like, oh well, no, because it's got our address all over it. They'll figure
Yeah.
it out very quickly.
Yeah.
And then he was like, if you want, I could. And then he showed me his lighter and like started burning. And I was like, no, definitely don't do that.
That's
Definitely don't do
okay.
that.
No, thank
Don't
you,
do that, sir.
No, thank you,
Thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir.
Thank you, no, thank you,
Gave me
sir.
an absolute creepsies. But the good news is the recycling men took it this morning. But because it was so much, I was like, I wonder if they actually will take it. But then when I was making coffee, I could see them arrive. And I was like, I don't want to watch, but I do want to watch.
Yeah.
So I was like halfway behind a curtain, like this, just like looking at them.
Yeah.
And then I had more recycling in the house, which like would just have to be loose because the recycling bin's totally full. And I was going to run out. And I thought, you know what? Leave it, Helen. Wait for them to go. And then you fill it up immediately and let your neighbours hate you.
That's my girl.
And that's what I've done.
That is my girl. Good for you.
And I'm still recycling to this day.
Good for you. I've had so much rubbish in the house because there's like a limited number of black bins, which I'm not used to. I'm used to like
you
communal.
take the street.
Yeah, but in this case, obviously, it's like a completely reasonable number of bins usually if someone isn't moving in and you aren't clearing out everything in the house. But insofar as the context is such that we are, I've had to keep bags and bags of rubbish in my car, and I just every time the bins are emptied, I just refill them, and I think everyone hates me. But that's fine.
Is it not to the point where you might want to go to like a what's it called? A skip? A tip.
Yeah, but I can't figure out how to do that.
I know. Me and Sunil did it once. Okay.
Yeah, but not in your local area.
No, you go on a website, you find your local tip.
I tried that, obviously, but I couldn't.
And you drive to it and you go, hello, we're here for our appointment. It's so fun. We had the best time.
But I couldn't figure it out. So maybe I'll try again. Okay, I'll try again.
I'll show you how to do it. And then you drive up and they go, here's your electricals, here's your fabrics, here's your miscellaneous. And then you just go around just chucking stuff. And it's so silly. And there's like so many guys at work there, no teeth amongst them. It's incredible. Like, I don't know where they find them. And then that's it. Then you just drive off with an empty car.
That sounds actually very nice, to be fair. And what I then want to do when it's all done after the whole move is, God, I'm so boring. I'm just telling you my admin, but what I'm desperate to do is get the car valeted so that it's just clean again and delicious. And
Does
so
it
nice
not
to
smell
drive.
like coconut anymore?
Oh no, it smells of the Joe Malone stuff I have in it now. I have a Joe Malone car diffuser that my friend gave me when I got my car, and Georgie got me a bin for my car. It's
I know,
so
I've met the
brilliant.
bin.
It's fantastic. So, the car, it will be lovely again once it's valeted. How boring. What I wanted to ask you was, what is the best, worst Christmas movie that you would recommend to people who want to be in their Highland Coo blankets, watching something trash? Personally, for me, there was a couple of years ago I had on Netflix. Oh my God, what's it called? Is it called like A New York Christmas Eve or something?
That sounds like a film.
Genuinely. And it features the ghost of the aborted baby of one of the lesbians who are the leads, and the whole thing looks like it was shot on like a Nokia 10.
This is not real. A Nokia 10.
3310.
A Nokia 10.
A Nokia 3310.
You remember the Nokia 3310? Well, you should have seen the 10.
Fuck off. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, bitch. You know what I mean, though.
That's insane. So the ghost of the aborted baby is a character.
Is played by a character who you don't realise that's what he is, or maybe spoiler, but it's honestly such a good watch. It's like really funny. So I just have to find the group chat that I'm in with Georgie and her mom, because we put all of our bad Christmas movies in there.
You have a group chat for bad Christmas movies?
Yeah.
I'd recommend going on ITVX. They've got like a massive film platform on there. I watched Fried Green Tomatoes the other day on there.
That's a great film.
It's a great film.
Oh, I loved that film so much.
Highly recommends Fried Green Tomatoes. It is very sad though, so watch it at the right time. Also, random moments of comedy. It's got everything. But if you go to the bottom, it is just like a Christmas village, a Christmas cabin, a Christmas lady in the woods who doesn't get killed but falls in love, a Christmas candle shop, and it's all just like straight sexual relationships where they fall in love on Christmas Eve, and by Christmas Day they're married. And sometimes Dolly Parton's there, which I always see as a bonus.
So I can't find the New York Christmas.
If you are listening to this and if you've watched that film, please send it in to us. I would genuinely be curious. Because part of me is worried this might have been a dream.
Did you watch A Castle for Christmas with
Castle?
Brooke Shields?
Yes! Oh my God, I forgot about that one.
Oh my God.
That was like last year.
Yeah, and his name's like...
oh no, we're not watching you try and remember people's names,
No,
babe.
I've got it written down. His name... the castle is called Dunbar, which means hill on a hill, which I remember Georgie's mom was like, for fuck's sake, it doesn't even make any sense. And it's like, correct.
Dunbar.
It's New York Christmas...
I like Miracle on 34th
No,
Street,
I'm
not the
asking about the
classic
bad
one.
ones.
But like the bad ones I also enjoy. Like it'd be hard for me to identify it as bad, apart from the Polar Express.
I think the Christmas gay movie with Kristen Stewart, the
Happiest Season.
Happiest Season, is dog
Wait,
shit.
what's
So
Happiest
bad, so
Season about?
toxic.
So bad. So Kristen Stewart is going home with her very posh New Yorker-ish or whatever girlfriend, and her best friend, played by Dan Levy, is like, have a great time with your
I love
girlfriend.
Dan Levy.
And the girlfriend's like, sidebar, they don't know I'm out.
Yeah.
And her dad like runs for local politics or something. Anyway, there's like a constant joke about how Kristen Stewart's girlfriend and between her and her family about how Kristen Stewart's like an orphan, and they're like, ha ha ha, you're an orphan the whole time. And also the girlfriend's trash and treats her terribly, and then she meets the greatest woman alive, Aubrey Plaza, when she's there.
I love Aubrey Plaza.
They have clear and incredible chemistry, and then we're supposed to be like excited that she's with this like weird wasp who hates herself, and then Dan Levy the whole time is like but you don't really know why. It is honestly like a perfect cast with a terrible plot.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, that's bang on.
Thank you so much.
It is also called A New York Christmas Wedding.
It is
New
called
York Christmas Wedding.
A
is
New
the-
York Christmas Wedding. It's please check it
Baby,
out.
I'm going to watch this weekend.
Please.
I
Oh my
do.
God.
I want
it's
to.
so fun to watch and be like, huh? The whole time you're like, huh?
Wait, so the options are for me this Sunday evening is to watch A New York Christmas Wedding by myself, or Olga Koch has sent me a message that she has an extra ticket to a gay panto called Sleeping Beauty Takes the Prick.
That's phenomenal. You have to do that.
I think I have to. Shall I
You
respond
have
to
to.
say
Sleeping
yes,
Beauty
please?
takes the prick. You have to go to that.
Okay, I have to go to it.
You must.
But I also want to watch this Christmas film.
You can watch it. There's plenty of time till Christmas.
Actually, I'm decorating for Christmas on the 1st
is that the
of
Monday?
December. So that is,
A Wednesday.
it's a Friday. It's a Friday. So, and that would have happened by now.
Oh, I'll be doing it on the 27th of November.
And I want to have like the most wholesome Christmas day, because last year we decorated for Christmas and it was wholesome, but Sunil had a couple of his little boys over, Eddie Hare and Nick Elle, not little, 30 and 50, but they had McDonald's and I was decorating and my tree broke, but I refused to get rid of it, and I've got it again this year because it's still broken, but I don't give a shit. And like I was trying to be wholesome, but they were like eating Big Mac and like fighting over nuggets and things.
Yikes.
And like this year, because it's like a whole new me now since I got the air fryer this week.
Of course. Yes,
So-
you got
since-
an air fryer. Congratulations.
Since I'm an air fryer owner.
How much did it cost you on Black Friday?
$69.99.
That's pretty good and a funny number. And and what have you made?
Chicken nuggets. And my first thing I made in it to practice with, I had like, you know, potato waffles, but when they're in the shape of letters, alphabets. You know,
Is it like
alphabetis?
smiley faces? But in,
Yeah, but in letters
yeah,
you can like
yeah,
spell
yeah,
things
okay.
out. It is silly.
Okay.
So I had a bag of those, but I had some left, so I put them straight in. And I was like, I cannot believe how fast this has cooked them.
Really?
This
How
is-
quick we talking?
Oh, we're talking 6 minutes
But here's my question.
with no preheating.
Wow. Here's my question.
Yeah.
What I have experienced from watching other people is the only person I know who has an air fryer used to have this like big grease stain above it, like where the grease gets, like the oil gets pulled out of it, doesn't it? And do you know what I'm saying? Like the.
I mean, I've literally used it 3 times.
I know, but just like, is that a common part of it? And like, watch out for that. And like, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to
I
Em.
don't know anyone who has an air fryer.
I also think
Yeah.
a grease stain would bother you a lot differently than it would bother me.
A big grease stain.
Yeah, we'll just wipe it off.
Yeah, but like.
Also, it's good because then you can see the grease that you're not eating. Also, here's the thing. This is what I'm doing. This is my favourite meal at the moment.
Helen puts a frame around the grease stain and is like,
Health.
art.
This is what I didn't choose to put in my body this week. So what I'm eating, this is what I'm obsessed with. And you know when you go through a phase of a meal and you're like, this is all I want?
Yeah.
Because I got stuck on an algorithm
Chalky porridge.
of people... actually did have that yesterday
Of
morning
course
and
you
it
did.
wasn't
It's coming
absolute
back up to
slay.
Christmas.
It was gorgeous. And not Christmas chalky porridge, just regular chalky porridge.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, I was watching like all these people like going and eating in Korean convenience stores. Like there's an algorithm you can get on, and it's just people eating in Korean convenience stores, and they get like this thing of ice, and they pour the drink into it from a pouch.
Have you
It's
ever
just so
read the
cute
book
and cool.
Convenience Store Woman?
No.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You give to Helen.
Yeah, it's really good.
You had a book you were going to bring me today. You didn't bring it.
Oh my god, yes. And I have a book for Em as well. So both of you come to my library and then I'll write in my book that I lent them to you and I will remember and I expect them to come back in perfect
I'm
condition.
gonna fuck with the colour coding.
No,
I'm
you're not.
joking. I'm not gonna do that.
That's not funny.
But so all I eat at the moment are Bodak noodles. noodles in the hot chicken flavour. They are so spicy.
What is a Bodak noodle?
It's like it's a brand of like ramen noodles, but they're wok style. So like they're really like saucy.
Do they come in a soup like ramen?
No, you cook them in like a pan, so they like simmer down.
Bodak noodles.
They're insane. I get this hot chicken flavour, and
Where'd you get it?
it is like any Asian supermarket.
Okay, because there's an Asian supermarket around the corner from me.
There's one around the corner from. They're
Can you get a
everywhere.
vegetarian flavour?
For sure, you can get a kimchi flavoured one. Okay,
I don't know how I feel
so I
about
put that in the pan and I cook it, and then I fry an egg in a smaller pan. Okay,
Okay.
and I get it all sauced up and ready, and then I put some cheese in it. Because that's what they
Cheese in
do.
noodles?
That's what they do. It's like a Korean thing.
This says Buldak.
Okay, maybe it's buldak. Yes, that black packet I have, the hot chicken one.
So why are you saying we?
And then I put some spring onions in it. Okay.
Cheese in the noodles. Go back a second.
So you put cheese in it, some spring onions, and then a fried egg on top, and it is the warmest, spiciest, cheesy, chewy goodness. And if I'm really hungry, I put in some other noodles, like some plain noodles I have, into the pan as well, so I get more noodles.
But I just can't imagine it with the like a cooked with cheese.
But that's mental to me because you haven't tried it, so you're blanking yourself out. Apologies. You have to give it a go. Because if you don't try it, you'll never know. And it's genuinely incredible. But the only thing is, it really burns whilst eating it because it's so spicy.
What
and
does
if it
it
burns on
taste
the way in, it'll
of?
burn on the way out. I'll tell you that for nothing.
No.
It tastes like, I can't remember what the flavour's called,
I
but
don't
chili.
like spicy though. Too spicy.
Well, don't get the hot chicken flavour.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't eat chicken.
Yeah, we'll get like a milder version of it. It's so good.
Okay.
Also, it's really nice that it's like so quick in the pan.
Yeah.
Like it takes no time at all. And also this is what I do with the air fryer. I put some chicken nuggets in the air fryer and then I cut the chicken nuggets up and it's like I've got grilled chicken, not grilled, battered, but on top of it. So it's like chicken and the meal.
Health.
And that's a protein. And then I also bought a packet of bok choy. Have I used it yet? No. But it's there. My intentions are good.
I was about to be like, "Where's the veg in all this?"
My
And the answer
intentions
is
are
in
good.
The fridge.
But I have to stop eating it. Like Sunil's like, it just smells all the time like this
Yeah.
noodle powder. And I'm like, but I'm addicted to it and I will not stop eating it until I'm sick.
Right.
And I haven't been yet. I'm in a lot of antacids. But then I thought that was bad. But then one of the girls online who's eating it all the time, she takes her Tums before she eats it, which is the American antacid. So now I do that.
Is it helping?
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely digestional problems for about 5 hours afterwards.
You don't
But
wanna
it's so nice.
You don't want to stereotype and be like Americans are less intelligent, but then like when you hear they have to name antacids Tums, you're like, oh god, okay.
I never thought about that. But that's so silly.
Maybe they're just sweeter. Maybe they're just sweeter guys.
Tums.
Tums.
Oh, but I think we've got forehead, don't we?
What's forehead?
Forehead is like the English version of Tiger Balm, and you just like rub it on your forehead.
No.
But it's spelt like the numerical 4 head.
Behave.
Yeah.
But you don't do that with Tiger Balm. You put Tiger Balm on sore muscles, don't you?
I put Tiger Balm on my temples when I get a headache.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's very close to your eyes.
Yeah. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
God, yeah, it's awful.
I don't think
I
that's
put it
right.
on sometimes and like go to sleep on the pillow and then I turn over and turn back, but I've misjudged it on the turn back. Yeah. But your eye stops hurting eventually.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah. I don't know. You're not meant to put it in there.
No, I don't know about any of that.
I don't know about it either. Do you want to bring on our guest?
I guess so. Maybe
Because
he'll
my
know. Maybe
instinct
he'll
is
know.
to
Maybe
tell you
he'll
about
know.
my cyst. So.
No, thank you, please. Welcome to the podcast,
Nathan Foad!
Oh, spoiler, if you have heart problems, please be advised that this is a startling episode.
Catherine's on a pranking trail.
Well, I think you all heard last week's prep for this, and I think you're about to get pranked if your name is Nathan Foad. Watch it on YouTube, though, seriously.
Hello, welcome to the plugging section. Do not skip it. On March 2nd next year, I will be doing my show one last time at the Earth in Hackney.
Pretty
it's
cool.
a massive venue. It's like 700 seaters. And when you go on the ticket link to buy a ticket, which you must, please, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be doing a split bill with Olga Cox. So she'll be doing an hour. I'll be doing an hour. We're going to design some cocktails. It's going to be the ultimate night out. Please join us. Tickets are available now.
We are all coming to Leicester on the 10th of February, so you can see every single hog as a solo stand-up, and you can also see TrustyHogs live, starting at 12:30 with Helen's show. Then I'm on at 1:30, 2 o'clock at Duffy's. Then Catherine's at 3:30, so you can see us all back to back. Then there's a bit of a gap until TrustyHogs live at 9:45. I'm also doing a work in progress at 8:30, but prioritise those first four because that'll be your big day out.
Yeah.
10th of February, Leicester Comedy Festival.
Hydrate on that
Yes,
day.
yeah.
Hello, it's Catherine. Also, please don't skip this. I know it's promo and it's boring, but here I am. I'm going on tour with a show called Again with Feelings. And my tour is going to be in London Soho Theatre for 2 weeks in March. And then I'm going to Brighton, Aldershot, Edinburgh, Glasgow, York, Newcastle, Norwich, Winchester, Cambridge, Oxford, Bath, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool, Sheffield, Exeter, Corsham, Bristol, Coventry, Guildford, Portsmouth, Swindon, Dublin, and again in London. In October, I'm doing a big date at Bloomsbury Theatre. My point is, I'm trying my best. I'm coming to lots of places. I'd love to see you there. I think the show's pretty damn good.
And shout out to all the Hampshire girlies. Please go see Catherine in Pompey and in Aldershot, as we call it, and support her. I want her to love Hampshire as much as I do.
And Winchester's in Hampshire, isn't it?
I don't count it.
Why am I doing
wow.
so many dates
Thank you
in
so much.
in Hampshire?
Because it's a gorgeous county.
Welcome,
Nathan Foad!
I know something about Nathan.
Oh my God, you know something.
Well, because my housemate has known Nathan since he was 15, and apparently, oh, you're gonna love this. So
I'm in a blackout. I'm so panicked. I was about to say.
So Nathan's an NYT kid. Helen's mother ran an illegal.
I was in NYT.
No.
Stage management.
And yeah, of course. Wait, you
Why,
did
of course?
NYT because it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. to
Yeah,
me.
obviously I wasn't one of the actors.
That's
Translation,
amazing.
National Youth Theatre, nobody actually cares. And Helen's mother used to run an illegal
The
drama
Ambauer School of Drama.
no.
Wait, and we have so much to discuss here.
But how did you end up doing stage management instead of being an actor?
I was rebelling from the Ambauer School of Drama.
Yeah, of course, because it's the thing. If you're raised by showbizy parents, you go
Well,
one of two ways.
I'd say showbiz parent.
Okay, fine.
I mean, and showbiz as far as ran the Ambauer School of Drama and slept with one of the teachers from Grange Hill and made out with Daniel A-Lewis. Then yeah, she's a showbiz parent.
wait. Okay, I love her.
Oh, also
Oh, yeah,
slept with the
she's-
man from the original Mr. Muscle advert. Shout out to Anne Bauer. She's been busy.
Wait. Okay, so she ran this drama school. Was it
The Anne Bauer School of Drama.
So the Anne
On their
Bauer School
living
of Drama.
room?
Where was that?
Our living room.
In where's
Fleet.
that again? Fleet. Yes, I do know that about you. And
But then when I was 16, 2007, I went and the actors, you got to audition, right? And it's like really hard to get in.
Of course.
But
Of course.
and I heard that it was like been told because there was a girl in the year above me. She auditioned for it, and it's like really hard to get in to be an actor. And I wasn't like at this point, my confidence was shot because I wasn't allowed in the school play in year 11. We've been over this many times on the podcast. Either way, I was slighted. I was too big to be in the chorus of women. Fuck you, Mrs. Horner. Fuck you.
Wow.
yeah, eat shit, Horner.
Thank you.
Yeah,
She
truly.
probably does.
Yeah.
So.
You get to begin
Stop it! That is.
We would like to formally apologise.
That just took a year off my life. That's one of the.
I panicked. I knew when I panicked. I felt like
That is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me, you little shit. Were you just on this fucking thing?
Yeah.
You didn't just come here for this? You little wanker.
I know. Come on, let's say something kind to each other.
Oh, he wins Taskmaster and he thinks he can do whatever he
He
wants.
brought his trophy for his time on the podcast.
Congratulations on winning.
Stay on
Sam.
mic.
Good
Let's
to
stay on
see
mic.
you.
Let's stay on mic.
I'll get out of here.
Congratulations to Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Sorry about the prank.
I hated that. I don't like prank. I'm not a prank person. I like tweaked my back when I screamed. That was so horrid and scary, Sam.
Can I say he masterminded it, but may I say we did permit and encourage it, and I'm sorry because you're our first jump scare, but I will say that we both knowing it was going to happen also jumped.
I spilled my coffee
We
everywhere.
jumped so hard.
Can I say I thought it was really good? Like it was, I thought
Did you? How long were you planning on saying?
I
it?
can see it from up there, like looking down.
Did you? That's so scary. Did you have like a timer set? You just picked your moment.
I was looking for a moment, and then
Did
she
you
said
not think
Daniel
I was
Day-Lewis,
rude?
And,
And you
thought,
thought-
that's sort of it.
I really did tweak my back when I screamed. I did.
You have to pay for his physio with your
That's
Taskmaster money.
crazy what
Why
you
do
just
you think
did
I
to
was
me.
keeping you outside? Catherine's getting changed. This is a toilet.
Oh my!
Like, come on.
I guess it's crazy that I didn't question that.
You were fine with it.
That's wild.
It's always good to see you.
Well, nice
I
to
loved
see
the
you,
show
Sam.
the other night as well. It was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for actually saying something nice about me.
Sam Campbell from episode 110, everyone. Sometimes we do double records. The illusion's still there. We changed our outfits.
Wow, you were so good. You really.
My heart is beating
I forgot.
so
I forgot eventually.
Bye, Sam.
Well, you go fuck yourself and you go fuck yourself.
No, I
'Cause that
was not.
very
I was
scary.
actually not on board with it. I feel like we're Ellen DeGeneres. I feel like that was fucked up.
That was amazing.
Like-
And we treat our staff terribly.
yeah,
Catherine was so game for it because this is her second prank in a month.
Wow.
I'm kind of a prankster now.
Oh wait, I saw on the podcast. I saw your prank, your OCD prank. So good,
You?
so
Your
good.
OCD.
I'm sort of a pranking princess now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you actually? Do you like pranks?
I hate them, obviously.
I'm so scared.
I
of
hate
them.
The
them.
worst
was-
things in the world.
My
That was
stomach
really
hurts.
good.
Well, my stomach hurts. Like, I'm not comfortable after that. I can feel my skin so viscerally.
But you know what? That was what we would call a harmless prank. Although I did physically.
I burned my hands.
That was- yeah, you really
How is
did.
that
Look
harmless?
at that. I
That
can't
was a
wait to
big
watch that
stain.
back.
I
Do you
could
clip
wait.
this up and put it on TikTok? Because I
Yeah.
can't wait for that clip to go out.
I think you just went, fuck you!
I was so angry. Oh my god, I couldn't work out what was happening. I thought you know what I thought it was? I thought it was, those like fire alarms that go off that talk, where they're like evacuate. I was like, it sounded so like microphoned and scary.
That's so funny. Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
No, I feel great.
Okay, great.
I
You
feel
walked
so-
out
I was
now,
quite
how
sleepy.
amazing would that be?
Wouldn't that be amazing if I just refused to, like Adam Driver, when he refuses to watch his acting when he does interviews?
Just walked out.
Imagine, I should have done that.
That's exactly what you should have done.
wow,
you're
wow.
Willing, you're willing to stay for the rest of the podcast?
More than willing
what
and ready.
a trooper. What a trooper.
So the National Youth Theatre.
Oh,
So I was like,
We
if I go for
return.
stage management, I'll definitely get in, which means I can move out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. And I was there 2007, 2008, 2009, just in the summers.
so you were there young.
Mm-hmm.
You were
16.
how old are you? Is that bad to ask on the
32.
podcast?
No.
2000, I guess, yeah. I'm 30. That just seemed like that 2007. I feel like I was like 6 in 2007, even though I was born in 1992. Does that
You
make
were
sense?
definitely 14.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Definitely 14.
When would I have done it? 2009 or something? Yeah.
So I
Did you
was,
enjoy it?
2009, I was working on Tory Boys at the Soho Theatre.
Oh my god,
Phenomenal.
my friend was in that.
Who?
James Camp.
Yes! That's so
that
mad.
sounds like the name of the hottest man in the world to you.
James
James
Camp.
Camp. I went to drama school with him.
He's 15.
Yes.
Slay.
Oh my god, Slay
Slay.
Queen.
Do you still talk to James?
Yeah, kind of. We went to drama school together, so we're all
Wait,
kind
you
of
went to
loosely-
East 15? That's the school?
No, I
Oh.
didn't. He did like a foundation course
My
at East 15,
apologies,
and then
my
I
apologies.
went to a very, very terrible bad drama school.
Slay.
Which one? So did
I'll say the
Yeah,
name. I don't give a
Bauer
shit.
School
The
of
Guildford
Drama.
School of Acting.
The Guildford School of
Fair.
Acting.
Eat
I-
my hole, motherfucker.
I went to Central School of Speech and Drama.
Did you?
And it was bad for my brain. Yeah.
Me too. When did you go?
Whatever time they were like, have you considered not eating and that your face says victim? Do you know? Have you considered that? That time.
A dark place. Maybe the whole thing. Did you go to drama school?
No, but would have thrived.
Yeah, I think maybe the whole system has changed now, but God, it was bad.
It was so dog shit.
The
hated
Guildford
it.
School of Acting.
Yeah,
Now,
I don't care. I hate them.
Well, Guildford's awful. So I
But
don't
what's
understand it.
fascinating is apparently Nathan can sing in French. Go on.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I just.
Frere
Jacques.
Jacques.
No, I learn for some reason, and you know those things that you learn like at a certain point, you're just like, oh, that is in my brain
Yeah,
for the rest
Japanese
of my
Avril
life.
Lavigne. Hey, hey, you, Watamichi. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. I can sing "Summer Holiday" by Cliff Richard in French. Want me to do it?
Ready. It's a terrible time to do Cliff Richard,
Pour
but off you go.
favor.
Okay.
Is Cliff Richard the Alison Hammond clip that's going around now? Is that Cliff Richard?
I don't
The
know.
fat shaming guy?
Oh, is he? Okay, well, I don't want to know. I don't condone fat shaming, but I do condone me singing in French. Okay.
He was fat shaming Elvis. Alison Hammond was just there.
Oh, he
Has no
wasn't
one-
fat shaming Alison Hammond, because if that was the case, all the gays are going to be like,
Has everyone seen the clip?
Yeah.
No.
Clifford, sorry to interrupt.
No, you actually have to say this.
Cliff
It's more
Richard is
important.
on this morning being like, oh, I actually once got the chance to meet my hero Elvis. And they're like, whoa, cool. And then he was like, but he just put on loads of weight, so I didn't want the picture to be on my fridge to be of when he was fat.
I got told this.
And Alison Hammond was just sat there being like, is that why you didn't want me to come to your house? And he was like, ha ha ha. But it's genuinely just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The greatest recording artist of the time was willing to deign to meet you, and you were like, "Oh, he's fat. Go fuck yourself." Anyway,
Okay, all of our fat hogs listening, if you see Cliff Richard, fall on him.
Yeah.
And I mean fall. I mean, like, fucking go for it. Like, break the ribs.
Then I saw a hilarious thing on Twitter where somebody had put up their update from their like Slimmies Award for the week from Slimming World, and it was like,
Their Slimmies Award.
yeah, you get these like little certificates, or at least they'd made a certificate from Slimming World that was like qualifies to take a picture with Cliff Richard. And
Oh,
it was
right.
very
Oh,
good.
that's really funny.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah,
We loved
yeah.
it. We liked it. But yeah, so just wanted to put that out there. But so we're not condoning him. We are condoning Nathan singing in French.
Okay, I'll do it for you now. Okay. Now I'm realizing I've not done this in years, so I probably don't remember it. Okay. Okay, it goes like this. Je fais mes valises, je pars en vacances cet été. Pas de devoir pendant 6 semaines. On peut s'amuser, s'éclater. Pas de devoir pour une quinzaine. Ça fait 2 semaines.
Oh, good. Très bien. Ouais, super.
Merci,
Super.
merci,
Encore.
And did you?
I want to make sure to any French speakers, I'm aware that like 60% of that was wrong. So.
It was so funny. You were like,
It's
I
the
haven't done
accent.
this in years.
yeah.
Eyes on the
Also,
prize.
as I was doing it, I was like, I should probably try and say, I hope I get jobs from that.
You will.
You definitely
I would
will.
love a
will.
job from that.
Would you like to play a 7-year-old girl competing in a pageant?
Oh, my dream come true. Why? Do you have an opening?
I just feel like that's what you auditioned for.
Oh my
But
god.
if you know there's auditions going around for a Toddlers and Tiaras film and you haven't told me, I would fucking lose my mind.
Who would you want to play?
Pageant mum.
Okay, yeah, it'd be great.
Pageant mum.
I would be
pageant mum.
I'd be pageant judge if ever there was one.
Oh yeah. I loved those shows. It's so funny the way I used to consume
Honey
Toddlers and
Boo Boo?
Tiaras. Honey Boo Boo.
Go. Have you drank your go-go juice? Have you drunk your go-go
And we
juice?
were all just like, yeah, cool, that's normal. And it was like fully a girl being abused on TV, and we were all just like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite
I would watch it and be like, well, to be fair, she fucked it this week, and it's like, she's a child.
Yeah.
Who was our favourite star? I was really into.
Edenwood.
Fuck, that is a name that's like rattled around in the back of my
I mean, I
brain.
haven't watched it for years.
I loved it. Do they still
I
make
mean, on
it?
YouTube, I watch the compilation sometimes in the background.
Did they like stop making it because they were like, it's dark, it's too dark?
Probably. They should.
I loved it. I also loved like very occasionally there would be like a boy presence in there. Do you know what I mean? They'd let one
In the
boy.
tiny suits?
It's like in Dance Moms, you know how occasionally they'd let like one like little,
Brady?
like one like 7-year-old gay boy in.
But
and
can
he
I
was
say,
like,
Wait, Catherine, and we never get to talk about dance moms.
No,
It's my
but I
favourite
wanna
thing in the
talk about it
entire
too, I was
world.
gonna say,
I think my Kendall would be wonderful for the role of Rosa Parks. Discuss.
it was so poor Nia on that show, the way she got treated.
Poor Nia. You know, Melissa's got her own YouTube channel now.
Has she?
No joke. She just went to Jill's house for an interview, and she's interviewed Paige.
God, you're a
Sorry, Melissa and Paige. Bit of a weird combo.
Isn't it so weird as well the way that like out of all, I suppose it makes sense that Maddie Ziegler is now just like famous, like real famous.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And understandably so, she's gorgeous. I mean,
No, I get it.
and a randomly good actress.
Yeah, West Side Story.
Why
she
is it so
slayed.
random?
Well, I guess it's just like all she was doing on Dance Moms was like twirling, and but she's actually I watched this movie
She did a
called
grand jante.
it's called The Fallout. Did you ever watch that movie? It's about a school shooting. It's her and the girl who plays Wednesday in Wednesday.
Jenny Ortega.
Yeah. They were in a movie together about a school shooting, and it's so good.
Whoa, the
Maddie
Fallout.
Ziegler can act her little butt off.
Write that down, Andrew.
That makes sense. I
I'd
guess
like
they were
to
all
watch
acting like
it.
they wanted to be there, and that's like, or they don't want to kill their mom.
Oh
which
my
I thought
God.
was pretty impressive.
Well, exactly, and they're all acting like they're not being actively abused.
Yeah.
And Maddie Ziegler's like gurney face, you know, she said like
Yeah.
gurn and oh sorry, I thought you were showing that to me. I thought that was like a light being like, stop talking about Maddie Ziegler.
No, when
Maddie Ziegler's our boss.
the trauma that you can see in their eyes. And like Dance Moms, I didn't watch until I was older. So that one I immediately was like, this is the worst environment in the fucking world. And even though, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's a direct inversion, I think, between the boys in Toddlers and Tiara and dance moms, which is to say that I think that Toddlers and Tiara's boys were usually exceptionally talented. And the dance moms are just like, that's just a boy in shorts.
Yeah.
They found a boy willing to wear shorts on television and now
Yeah.
he's in the dance.
I know, and they would always try and, oh God, it was always so embarrassing. They'd always try and like spin the narrative for the boy that it's like, here comes this stud that all the girls have a crush on.
Like a little Billy Elliot running around.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I know who she'll be taking to prom. And
I
it's like, yeah, he'll
know.
make a corsage from scratch. But like...
And he's there like hoofing Nia around, and it's just, do you know what I mean? And it just, there's no dignity in that life.
Here it
Sorry-
comes, girls. Get
sorry to
changed
say
properly in the
F
changing
word.
room.
Definitely the gayest little boy in town. Also, the like full suits on the Toddlers and Tiara's boys was
Yeah.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Heaven.
I know they're little. Did they ever? There was never a. Was there ever a swimsuit element on Toddlers and Tiara?
Yes.
No, oh God.
Oh God, that's one of those things where you. I don't know if you hope you imagined it or you hope you didn't imagine it. That's
No,
kind of
big
tricky.
swear.
I know.
There really was,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
It's not so crazy. And also, I do just want to say, yeah, I'm going to get political for one single second. Isn't
Here we
it
go.
so crazy, all of the uproar around, like, drag queen story time and the idea that queer people are groomers? And I'm like, why is no one talking about that?
Yeah,
like,
that's some
thank
strange
you.
that we were, like,
shit.
getting, like, these little girls in, like, their underwear and everyone was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was so bizarre.
Too fucking right.
I hope that goes viral.
What I will say...
I love how you say that after everything.
I really need a viral clip. I've not had one in years.
I loved it when they would have their talent, because in general it was like they would just dance, right? And like
Yeah,
terribly
yeah.
choreographed routines. They couldn't remember it. But every now and again, it would be like, this kid could be a star.
Yeah.
And usually it was just because their mum was doing it and they were copying it. But it was incredible when it
Yeah.
worked. And this move, the one that you got full points for,
Yeah. A lot of, I like this one as well, where they go, and then they do that in a circle. I liked that a lot.
oh, my heart
It was because it was
breaks.
like, what was that genre of like?
You guys never do that when you're in the club to get boys. I get all the boys that way.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so funny, and like it was always this was often with the Western flair, 'cause they were often like Southern America. Oh, it's
Yes.
so good.
Southern Bells.
I loved
Helen,
it.
when I was talking to Nathan at a party at the weekend that
Yeah.
about coming on this, he did such a lovely impression of you, and it goes a little bit like this. Why are you here? Because Nathan shot a film or a show in the States for like 5 seconds.
He's LA.
And you're shocked that he lives in this country somehow?
So
Every time?
this was the context of this. I ran into Helen in a bar. Were you doing stand up? You
No
were
memory. No memory.
I ran into Helen in a bar. This is controversial. And Helen immediately greeted me by being like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, oh, it was so confusing to me. And we had a whole conversation, and it didn't really unspool until kind of the very end of the conversation that you thought I lived in America now. Because you were asking me, you were like, I remember you said, do you just go to Disney every day? And I was like, Disneyland Paris? Like, it was so confusing. And then it
I
unspooled.
thought you went from working in the wrapping paper shop.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, amazing
Wrapping paper
times.
shop were you
It was a toy shop. It was like a children's like toy shop, and
Okay.
but I would
Wrapping paper station.
I would wrap gifts on Instagram Live when I was bored.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'd
you were
watch all of
there.
them.
Okay.
I loved them.
Such a little freak.
It was incredible. It was an incredible time.
Thank you.
Okay, and then Nathan went to LA, and I just think he stayed.
And here's the thing, obviously it's like very flattering. I love that that's the vibe that I give off, that people
LA
think I
vibe.
live in LA. But actually it started happening more and more now where people are like, oh my God, you're in London. And I'm like, yeah, no, I live here. But I guess people just, of course, if you don't see someone very often, you just see what
And
they
I guess
posted on
you
their
have to
Instagram.
be like, yeah, I guess I'm in LA loads and not like, I didn't call you because I don't like you. which is,
Well,
where
like
you
that
just-
too.
I'd be less surprised if I saw you in the next episode of Selling Sunset than
God, my
to see
dream.
you in
You wish.
Soho.
It would be my dream.
Really? Who
Wait,
would you want to be your estate agent?
Oh, I don't know their names.
Oh, me
I would just
neither,
love
yeah,
to
no.
be on more television.
Don't mind what it is as long as they're watching.
I just want more credits.
I like a Manza.
Okay, is that one of the?
Yeah.
Her name's
Manza.
No,
Yeah.
behave. Amanza.
Yeah, she's best friends with Chriselle.
Oh, I
like
love that.
Michelle.
Chriselle
but
of G-Flip fame.
Amanda.
Yes.
If you're a
That just
lesbian.
sounds like a camp man saying Amanda.
Amanza.
Amanda.
I am Amanza.
That's great.
Wait, so
Sorry,
you
that's
went
offensive.
to LA to film the Taika show,
Mm-hmm.
and then which he found you for on Twitter? How did that happen?
It's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Imagine if there was if that was the like the least That was like the third on the list.
I
And you were
know,
like-
I know. Can you
And then
imagine?
Spielberg found me on Threads, and then I guess Greta
my
was like,
God.
Greta and I were in the same Sainsbury's.
Who's going to be the first person to get discovered off Threads? I really.
I hope it's me.
Oh my God, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
As Helen, I used to do a lot of like like internet comedy because I wasn't really an actor. I was just a comedy writer.
You were the rapping guy.
And then I became a rapping guy, and by that I do mean GIF rapping. I never rapped on
Oh,
the
no,
internet.
I
I
need
want to make
more.
that so clear.
Yeah.
I worked in this toy shop for like 3 years, and I started making like front-facing. It was sort of like before everyone did that, before it was like a thing that literally every person
Yeah.
on earth does.
Yeah.
I made a few of them and they went viral. A couple of them went viral, and Taika followed me on Twitter, which was like cool enough as it was. Like,
So
and he
cool.
like retweeted one of my videos on the day that he won his Oscar. So it was like it just got a lot of like buzz, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but I didn't think anything would come of it. And then like a year later, I got asked to audition for the show, and I was like, well, I'm not really an actor, but I'll audition for the show because it was just
There are
like.
so many actors listening to this being like, fuck
I
you!
know, it's so
Chris
bad. Like,
No, but you also, he was NYT.
yeah, and I was in the National Youth Theatre of Great
Sorry,
Britain.
so there is.
And you went to Guildford.
And I did go to drama school. That is the thing. And yeah, I have an A in GCSE drama. A star even. I forgot I had an A star. Okay. But
Congratulations.
That's massive.
Thank you for saying
That's
that.
massive.
Thank you. So I auditioned for the show, and my best friend who I was living with at the time, she used to work for the agency that I'm represented at, and she was like, babe, have fun with the tape, but you'll never get it, because she was like, a lot of like big people are going up for
Yeah,
it.
Those
So
are the ones you get.
if anything, it was quite freeing. So I was like, well, I'll just be a stupid little idiot then. And I got the part. And it's changed my life.
Did she sign you?
No, can you imagine? I'm now
And she was
represented by
like,
my best friend.
so I would like to represent
She's
you
like,
on
you've
this.
got something special.
I knew you'd get it. I knew it. Didn't I always say?
Yeah.
And that's when you moved to LA.
That's when I moved to LA.
Wait, so then you got the part and then you already had an agent?
I was repped as a writer, and then they just like, I sort of got signed. An acting agent at the agency kind of like took me on, and I'm still with her to this
Oh
day.
my God, so good.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
and it's been a crazy few years. It's been a very mad few years to be
Living in LA.
little old Nene.
To be
Yeah.
amazing. But you have the same boyfriend since the beginning, which is so romantic.
You gay?
Sorry. I've been rubbing your leg under the table the whole time. Imagine.
When?
Sorry.
Why?
No, I know. Well, since Sam jump scared me. That shocked me into
I
homosexuality.
thought we were vibing.
Yeah. Well, we are.
Yeah.
No, imagine. We just
I
kissed.
did.
Yeah. No.
She lent in.
So I've been with my boyfriend for a long time. I love him so much. Do you know him?
I love him so much, but that's because we're always the only two Irish people at like very English parties.
You have an Irish boyfriend?
Yeah.
And you live in
He's
LA?
great.
He's Northern Irish. I just want to make it clear. He's kind of like, I always say he's Irish when it suits him. You know what I mean? So when he's talking to like cool Irish people, he's always like, yeah, these fucking English, blah, blah. And I'm like, you shut the fuck
Come
up.
on, you're still part of the UK.
Yeah. But no, he
And if
is.
you didn't like
I
it, you
like
should
him.
say something.
I like
He's
him.
heaven on earth. He adores you.
Oh, that's so nice. It's so nice that you think he's heaven on earth.
I really love him a lot. And
I
I'm so
think-
smug about it, but I just love him.
No, but that's the way you should be. How did you meet?
At the
LA?
Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody meets at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
I met him at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and it was
That's
really lovely
so
and romantic.
nice.
And
Were you in a play?
I was in a very bad play that I shouldn't say that because I wrote it with a friend who I'm still really good
I
friends
wrote a
with
play
to this day. Yeah.
I took it to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
What was it called?
On the Line Media. I don't want to talk about it. It was so
No,
bad.
what was it
so
about?
bad. Oh my God.
Wait, it was called Online Media.
On the Line.
On the Line Media.
I think that's what I think it must be called that.
Say what it was about.
This was 2011 or 2012,
What was it about,
2013.
Helen?
Okay. A news panel show parody
Okay.
All right.
I've got the measure of this already. I think I know what the, yeah.
about misinformation in the media.
Whoa.
And it was packed with laughs.
Did it go down well?
It was under Alatasca in Newtown.
Did it go down well?
At with the people who saw it enjoyed.
What was your play called?
So it's so funny because it basically a girl that I went to drama school with approached me and was like, "Do you want to write a play with me?" Because she knew I liked writing, and but she already had a theatre company, so it was very much in the style of that company. So when I
Okay,
talk
this
about
is
it
way
now-
better organised than mine. Mine
It was
we
very
We did a
legit.
run through of it in the cafe I was working in.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah,
What was it called?
It was called "This Was the World and I Was King," thing.
Oh, come on.
And it was based on, oh God, it's so funny that I wrote this now because it was so earnest. It was like a World War I family drama with
From
like.
the German perspective.
Yeah. It was a sympathetic, no, imagine.
Oh, imagine.
Imagine. Cut that out. Oh my God, you're German.
It's World War One.
Tut mir leid.
Nix.
But we wrote this play. It was like about. It was basically just a massive rip off of the Railway Children.
I love the Railway
My mother
Children.
loves the Railway Children.
I've never seen you happy.
My mother watches it every single Christmas. She loves it.
It's a beautiful movie.
Bobby.
I know, Daddy, my daddy. Oh God, it's so good.
Devastating stuff.
And also really makes you think about how serious flu is.
Yeah, because we don't think
People
about
just
that
think,
enough.
oh, it's just a bad cold, but their mummy gets very sick with influenza.
So true.
And when she stops the train.
She
But
what?
Are you welling
well,
up?
she like stands in front of the. I'm bursting tears. I can't do the rest of the podcast. But yeah, so I did that play and I was in it, and I met my
Congrats.
boyfriend in a bar like on the second night of the Fringe. So I was very thin and wired and insane.
Yeah.
And I wore dungarees. I wore a big pair of
works.
adult dungarees.
Fantastic.
And I thought I was such hot shit, which is so funny now because I've seen photos of myself from that period and I look absolutely repulsive. And we met and we kissed, and then he
On the first night?
yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, a little slut.
That's cute.
And-
Or your mouth slap.
yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Did you fuck the first night?
No.
Okay, sick.
I get so scared talking about my sex life because the fans of Our Flag Means Death are so horny.
Really?
Yeah. I love you guys, but like, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
But yes,
Do they write fan fiction between you?
I believe they do. I've never read any of
Yeah.
it. They get very excited at the idea that maybe we read it, and I think maybe some other cast members do, but I certainly do not.
Yes.
I'm really I'm bigging myself up unnecessarily here. I'm really not the object of desire for that fandom.
You are for me.
Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
There are other cast members that they're like absolutely like frothing at the mouth for, but for me it's just occasionally I'll get sent a sort of naked picture, like a drawn naked picture of myself where I have like tits or something,
Whoa.
which is lovely. And I
size?
think well I know you're good at that.
He'll show
If you
later
could
and
show
can
me the
decide.
picture just from the top half up.
It's actually devastating. There probably is enough if you just measure. But yeah, I don't always. It's not that I don't love it. Like free will, everyone can do what they want. I just sometimes it's uncomfortable when
Sure.
when you get tagged in it. I don't mind people doing what they want to do. Like let your freak flag fly, babe. But sometimes you get given it to like sign, and like someone like shoves it in front of you, and you're like, oh my God, okay, like and I have said no to signing them before.
That's
Someone
fair.
tried to get you to sign a picture that they'd drawn of you naked.
Having
Yeah,
sex.
okay, we can say thank you, fans. Like, thank you for supporting Nathan. But that is a fucking line cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very and they mean so
Unless your
well.
dick's on the ground, am I right?
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, really good
No,
stuff.
but seriously, even then.
Yeah.
Even then.
I don't know. If I looked banging, I might sign it.
Yeah, well, so this is the thing, and what's crazy is I've never talked about this publicly. I'm so glad to talk about this. I'm still crying. The varying ways in which people draw your body is like crazy.
Yes.
'Cause there's basically like there's three ways that they draw me, which is one like a sort of medium-sized man, which is what I am. Or they draw me like 3 times the size, and I'm like, okay, which is fine and beautiful. Or
But
they,
excuse your that's gonna if I have dysmorphia around my body anyway, but that would like completely confuse me about like, what's true and real.
yes, I think sometimes I'm like, oh, right, okay, I guess that must be what I look like. And then the other one, which is maybe the most insidious, I think, is when you get drawn and they draw you, I think they draw you as what they think gay men should look like. So they'll draw me as like a twink, and I'm like, oh, but I don't look anything like that. They'll draw me as like a stick insect with like cheekbones and that's always very confusing because I'm like, well, I definitely don't look like that. But they're just like, well, that's what gay characters often look like in
Or
things,
that's
you
what
know.
we think
The
you
stick
should look
in-
like.
Yeah.
You're the
Like,
stick insect in Bug's Life.
yes, I
Yeah.
look like that, but like fit, you know. Yeah, so it's very confusing. I all of this is to say, love you all so
Thank
much.
you so much for watching the show.
We
Thank
mainly
you for the
get
fan art.
pictures of our face, but I always look like I've
Do you
got
get drawn as
eczema.
well?
Look behind you. we get cross stitched, we get crocheted, we get drawn.
Oh, this is great. Okay, that's actually great.
We've
Did
got
someone-
gaps between all our teeth.
Did a
Yeah.
fan do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Check these ones.
What? Oh, I get a lot of cross stitches as well, and I really like them.
Yeah, the cross stitches are great. Look, we're on a plate
Oh.
down here.
Oh my
And then
God.
over here we're yeah.
I will remain on
yeah,
pod. For
my hair's always
professionalism.
redder, which I love.
Yeah.
And then, it's gone. But
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I can see it.
Love.
So nice. People really.
And then we get made.
People are so talented.
We get made into pigs. This is me.
Oh. And of course it is. This is the thing as well. You know when you're being drawn.
I'm bigger.
Sure. That feels, that feels cruel. But it is so funny, isn't it? It's like, in all of the drawings, it's like, they have to just pick one defining feature of you. So obviously you, it's big boobs, you, it's red hair.
Yeah.
And then they just take that and like really run with it.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I've got boobs on the pig, do I? Feeling.
No, but
Wouldn't it be so good if you're a big set of
Please,
heavy
if anyone
natural?
is like, I was going to crochet a pig, but they've already got loads, so I'm not going to do it. If you send in a pig with, actually that goes back on what you said. I'm not going to sign it. That is my life. I would love a pig with a pair
Everyone
of
has their
whaps.
own line. Like I think a pig with a pair of tits is very fun.
Yeah,
it is.
I just don't need
This
to see.
piggy. She had a massive pair of
She
knockers,
really
no?
did.
So
Or is that
hot.
like a
So hot.
mandala effect?
No, she
No,
did
no,
have
she did,
tits.
she did.
She had full tits.
Yeah.
She definitely did. We've
Yeah.
all had a rub to that.
Nathan,
Sorry.
what kind of advice giver are you? And do you get
okay.
asked for advice a lot?
I do, yeah. I think I'm a pretty. I think it's so funny. I'm somehow one of the saner ones in my friendship group, which is because I think I'm mad.
Who are you friends with?
But I think you're also a gay man in a long-term relationship, and those both lead to advice being asked. Like if you're in a long-term relationship, people are going to come to you with relationship advice, and if you are a gay man, women are going to come to you for advice.
Yes, exactly. I'm always very happy to give relationship advice. What I'm not very good at giving is like dating advice because I
That's
haven't
what I was
dated. I
saying.
haven't dated since I was like 20. So when
Don't look at me right now.
I'm
I
sorry.
no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
I swallow the mic.
Look at Catherine.
Okay, fine. Why do you have advice that you need?
Oh no, I just mean like I get asked more like I guess I feel more comfortable giving relationship advice because
Because
I'm
dating
a
is a
serial
cesspool and there
monogamous.
is no advice you can give because the world's going to burn and there's no point meeting someone.
And
You're
also,
just
like,
going
you
to watch
can't
them die in a
predict the
fiery
behaviours
pit.
of crazy other people. Yeah,
Why would I
yeah.
start dating someone to watch them get taken away from me by a tidal wave?
I do. You know what? I actually. And thank you for saying
When the
that.
world's ending.
I
can
do
smell
think
a
this all the
tsunami.
time.
Do you?
I do think. Well, I think as in like I've said it to my boyfriend before, where I'm like when we're just like loving each other and having a sweet moment, I'm like, this is so fucking stupid that we love each other this much because
One of us
if
could
anything
die.
bad happens to you, I will kill myself. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, but I can't. I've done this to myself.
You sound super
like,
chill.
I don't, well, because I'm like, well, what am I gonna do without you?
They die, you get a bench, and then what's next? Like, it's
And then
so much
I'm gonna
going on.
have to fuck the bench.
You fuck the bench.
Fuck that
Yeah,
bench.
instead of it being slashed, just loads of holes.
That's my game show. Yeah, perfect. Can you imagine? That's so scary. What a scary image. Someone's going to draw that now.
You sit on a bench covered in holes.
Oh, but at least you look lovely and thin.
Yeah.
And to be true from the grief. No, I know, I do. I do think that is like for me a marker of love is that you're like, oh god, now all I think about is you dying.
Yeah, it's really, really horrible. Also, the context here is that I can't remember, do you say your girlfriend's name on this podcast?
Oh yeah.
I-
Too often.
yeah.
Oh,
Ellen, Catherine's girlfriend, Ellen is a very good pal of mine. I love her dearly. She's so good. Hi, Ellen, I love you.
hi Ellen, I love
she
you
won't
too.
listen. She
Oh,
will not listen.
okay,
she
perfect.
refuses to listen. But she,
Because she knows you talk about your relationship, or
yeah, and because I
Also,
think
she's a liar. Ellen's a liar. She told me yesterday that there was a poem about Aldershot Station.
she got it
wasn't
wrong.
Aldershot Station. It was a station called what? Oldham or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Not
the
the
other thing
same.
she missed. It was very late when you called.
And then she said she's going to buy me a baby bell, but I bet she's already forgotten.
I already ordered them on the Sainsbury's
Did you
for your trip
actually?
over because I knew that the two of you would have this thing.
Thank you.
But also, can I say that
I'm getting a baby bell.
these guys are friends, and I think also she doesn't listen because when I'm not here, it's like her one break.
yeah.
So and she needs it, and she
Yeah.
really
Well,
deserves
that
it.
Pilates.
Yeah. I try to double them up so she doesn't have too much time without me. But she and you have a friendship group that are called the Colleagues, right?
With the colleagues, yeah.
Because they're self-employed, so they meet up for a Christmas colleagues dinner, which I think is so nice, like a staff night out.
We really try and do like an AGM because it's really hard. You guys know when you're freelancers, it's like you don't really have. Maybe it's different for like comedians because you gather a lot more.
Yeah, we're
at
in a group.
gigs
I'm in a
and
group
stuff.
called Cucks.
Who are the Cucks?
The Cucks are me, Heidi Regan, Neil O'Rourke, Nathan Darcy Roberts, Sunil Patel, Nick Elle A. We went to the cinema the other day.
Some great
We
people.
saw Dream
Oh, Dream
Scenario.
Scenario. How was it?
Incredible.
Okay.
I
that's
just
different
wrote on a
reviews.
show that Sunil Patel is in. Great boy.
Stop! What show?
Lucia Keskin's new show.
Yeah. That was amazing. I mean, I did the audition with him, so I don't know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's so good. So yeah, I what was I saying?
that
having a
you have the
blackout.
colleagues dinner because
We
you
have the
often
colleagues.
spend time alone because you're writers.
And we were a little gang, and we hang out as much as we can because it's just like
It's so cute.
because writers are so like comedians are it's so much more of a social job, I think, unless maybe you're on like tour or whatever, but which you're about to go on.
I love how
am
you
I
said that like it was a hypothetical, like or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm on
crazy
tour
right
right
now. Are you
now.
on tour right now?
Yeah.
How are you finding it?
Lonely now, you said that.
But is it though? I don't know. I've
No,
never
It
done
is.
it.
I find it really lonely.
Yeah.
It depends on like next week we'll get lonely for a minute because I'm away for like 3 nights in a row, and like
I
my
don't have
tour
tour
support
support
is
and
like
you do.
living, but like yeah, I pay people to be my friends on tour. Also, I'm fine with a lot of time alone, which
See,
no
I'm
one believes.
deeply not.
Yeah, me too.
I
Deeply not.
really,
I'm
really
less
love to be
social
with
than
people.
Catherine.
Wow.
And you probably
You like being alone?
yeah.
She loves it.
I crave a day by myself.
All I ever sort of think is like when I'm like really, really busy and overstimulated, I'm like, God, I would just love like an evening in alone. And then I get 45 minutes into it and I want to rip my hair out.
Same.
Like I'm so bored.
I'm like, who
and-
could I call? Who
Yeah,
would I call?
genuinely.
I guess I could listen to a podcast while I ring my mom.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
you
yeah.
have a glass of wine and you read your book, or you put on a film and you disassociate. And I'm
yourself.
such good company.
Oh, see, this
Like
is the thing. I hate
me
my
and
own
Helen, we
company.
laugh and we laugh and we laugh.
Just cackling
Yeah.
into a mirror. Yeah.
Just
Sounds
giggling.
relaxing.
We pierce things. Is that still a hole?
But so to circle back, are you a good advice giver or no?
I think I am. I think I'm a pretty good advice. I think I'm good, except for dating. Like when people are like in the early stages of dating, I'm like, I don't know, like ask him to marry you. Like I just because I'm such.
Tell him you think about when he dies and
That's
how
a
you
good
have to fuck a
test.
bench.
Yeah.
What I will say is just before we get into this, often, just so you know, I know we have a laugh, we have a jump scare, but sometimes our problems come from young queers, which means that they are also earnest. You know, you'll remember from your play.
Yeah.
And so just tonally, just go with
I'm gonna be so nice. I promise you, I'm a really nice guy.
it. Yeah, unless they fucking drew you, in which case, not so much.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, this is a bit of a workplace advice, please.
Oh, from the
Ooh,
colleagues.
From the 3 people who are not, they've never worked a real job.
I was
Sorry,
a
rapping.
receptionist.
Yeah. Please.
Hey Hogs, E here.
Hi.
Hi.
E for context is female 28, and
Slay.
I need some workplace advice.
There we go. Em, if this is you writing in, I swear to fucking God.
You're having a nice time. You like your life. You're staying.
Basically, I work in a very male-dominated workplace. It's not M. Yay for me.
Okay, she works in a male-dominated workspace.
Yeah, yay for me.
Rock climbing.
Comedy.
This year, I've had some lovely bullying since becoming a manager, brackets the only female manager.
Oh dear.
I basically put it down to all the men, brackets boys, being white, cis, very middle class, and not realising that they're being sexist by openly undermining my work every day and not doing it to any other manager. I'm praised by my SMT all the time for my work. The
What's
amount
an
I do.
SMT?
I'm just trying to work that out myself.
Senior management.
Team.
Technician.
Senior
Senior
management.
management team, I would have said.
Yeah. Just I panicked.
Really struggling with the corporate jargon. How well do, so they praise me, think I'm very responsible, give me lots of work to do, and I often work 10 plus extra hours a week. I do get paid overtime though, so
Oh,
don't
that's
worry.
good. Yeah.
That's good.
However, this year I've lost 50% of my team due to redundancy,
Oh no.
which meant my workload has doubled. And I recently went to my manager and HR saying I'm not coping with the extra workload, as well as various other issues, including bullying. And I was given a week off for mental health, but came back to even more work on my plate and no hope of management seeing my side of things or lowering my workload. So I have applied for another job because fuck this shit, but it's very scary and I need some reassurance and some advice about leaving a very good career path and taking new steps. What advice do you have? What reassurance can you offer? Thank you very much, E.
It's not a good career path because you're miserable and then expecting too much from you. Is that like that at that level? Or does it get worse? Start again. Open a bookshop.
In a well.
Full stop.
In a well.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
That's so bad. So you're
Sucks.
expected to do so much work. You've lost 50% of your team, and the team that you do have are really mean, and they're bullying you. Oh, you tell them you take a leaf out of my sister's book, and you tell them they can all go fuck themselves, and good luck getting a Michelin star without you, and walk out.
Yeah, I
What
do.
a
agree.
specific.
Oh yeah, no,
Good
she.
luck getting a Michelin star without me. You can
This
go
is
fuck
amazing.
I like the idea of this person saying that exactly.
Nathan.
Oh God, that's hard, isn't it? That's so horrible. I'm so sorry you're going through that.
That sounded so insincere.
I meant it. I'm just gay.
I was gonna say
Is that the gay
tricky,
thing?
isn't it?
So
It's like,
hard
it's
when
so
you're gay.
hard to be gay.
So sorry, you're going through that.
Yeah, no,
so
that
sorry
sucks.
that's happening to you.
I think, I mean, the only advice I can give is for like, if you do leave the job, which you should, because it sounds horrible.
Right?
You should. My one thing whenever people ask for advice about like getting like jobs and CVs and stuff, I'm always just like, lie. Just lie on your CV. I think people are so caught up in honesty and references and blah blah blah. Just lie. Like
Put
if
a
you
friend's name down, they'll call that number. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, if your boss is a dick at this place, which it sounds like they are, and you feel like you're not going to get a good reference from them, put me down, honey. I'll lie for you. I just think,
Nathan Foad Industries.
yeah, do it. They're not going to know who I am, and I'll write you a reference. I just think it's so hard. I think I have about 4 friends with real jobs, and it's so people get like really stuck in these cycles and these patterns, like miserable in horrible jobs, and it's so hard to like remove yourself from it, but you do just have to take a
Don't
leap.
find yourself halfway up a ladder you don't want to climb.
Better to be at the bottom of a ladder do you want to?
Let's try it again. Don't find yourself halfway up a ladder you don't want to climb. Find yourself at the bottom of one you do. Keep facing the sun and the shadows will always fall behind you.
Wait, I'm crying. That's amazing. What's your advice for this person?
But through a phrase.
I would have said that had you not explored every option to both inform your SMT and to exhaust the means that are available to you to make the situation better, then I'd be like, hold your horses and why don't we try talking to people?
You've got
But given-
horses working there.
But given that you've advocated for yourself,
Stop.
Given-
That was the best joke I've ever made.
This is your entire life, isn't it? Just really earnestly trying to give it on.
Hold your horses. If you've got horses working that, that's just stop.
That is a good joke. That is a really good joke.
fine. Like
Yeah.
it's not like stop the podcast, let me forget what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Is that
Stop,
quite?
let's not worry
Is
what I
that
was
quite
talking about.
joke?
Is it like Catherine doesn't belong here? Good. I
Run-
don't know.
oh no! Try it again. I'll say run a stable.
fuck
It'll be
yourself.
smarter.
That would have been good. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And then I would
Hold-
say hold your horses.
we'll run a stables if you've got horses. So this is stables. Just kind of there. You'll figure that out. How many horses could you hold?
Have you never heard this phrase before?
Nightmare from hell. Nightmare. But it is a good joke.
I guess it's logically consistent. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's all good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's good.
It's all usable. For
Yeah. Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Hey. Okay,
Ooh.
fine, thank you. So here's the thing. Given you have advocated for yourself, I think it's absolutely fine to now start applying for jobs and to expect work to not be making you ill.
Yes. Work shouldn't be making you feel ill.
I think it largely shouldn't, you know? I really think it largely,
Yeah.
especially if you don't run the fucking company.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it's so hard, isn't it? Like, I so don't know that corporate world, so it's hard to like. Have you ever had like a proper job like
Yeah.
before your comedy?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Marketing.
Oh right. And how are you still going? We're having the most earnest conversation.
Helen wants to. If she was breathing, she'd have jumped in to say, "Marketing. Why don't you just run a market?"
And honestly, it would have been a great joke.
It would. Listen.
Did you ever, in your marketing job, did you ever work with anyone that you deemed to be like a bully?
Yes.
Really?
But I would also stress that I was there while I was starting stand-up at nighttime.
Right.
And I gave, what's less than 0% to that job? Honestly, every single week I'd have a meeting with the poor girl who had to manage me, and she'd basically be like, so I was thinking this week maybe you could do that stuff you said you'd do last week.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, how do I do it again? And she'd
Yeah.
be like, okay, so I'll just set you up with another meeting with IT. And I'd be like, oh, I'm tired. So, worked with a bully was the bully. Who's to say? I think I ruined her life.
Oh my God, you were the bully. I actually love that.
Well, by being a petulant little tired comic who was just like, can you just pay me and can I just do nothing?
I know. I don't think I ever. I mean, we've gone slightly off topic here, but I don't think I've ever taken any normal job seriously.
I
I take
did.
what were you?
I took every job. So
Really?
seriously. With my friend
I never
Francis,
did.
like literally one of my best friends now. But like we met and I was doing a trial shift at the cafe they were working in. And I was like fucking 20 or something. And I was in the trial shift and they were like, oh, someone needs to take out the bins before we close. And I was like, I'll do it!
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
would
truly...
always like do the entire I'd have so much energy, like I took it seriously. I remember, this is so weird, but like I was like, I wanted to do stand-up. I hadn't started or anything, but I wanted to do something in comedy or like write a sitcom. And my friend bought me Amy Poehler's biography.
Oh, that book changed my life. Sorry, I know that's so basic, but...
No,
it did.
no. Mine too. It's
Sometimes
okay.
there's like a sentence or something and it just really sticks with you. And you might not even remember this bit. There's a bit called being a good waitress. And I was a waitress, but it's like, you will always be able to work if you're a good waitress. So why would you not be good at the job? Because then you're like, and it's like, okay, that makes sense because I was already like doing it because I was like, I need to earn money. I need to take this seriously enough,
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
And I was like, okay, if I'm good at this, then I always have a job. So like, I was so like, it was lame.
I've never...
But I gave out a lot of free coffees.
worked hard at any of the jobs that I've had that weren't in like comedy or TV. I remember this memory's just come back to me. The second like call centre job I ever had was in Sutton, where Hope Goes to Die.
I know Sutton.
One of the
Yeah.
darkest places on earth. And I would get on the train there every single morning and feel like I could like taste like blood in my mouth. I was just so depressed.
Oh, that's an ulcer,
It was
but yeah.
awful. And then that's something else. Yeah. And then I remember on my very first day there, like I did 2 hours and I obviously just like wasn't taking the job seriously. I was like, this is so stupid. We were calling up doctors to try and get them to do medical surveys, and a guy, like a very like nervous manager, and it was clearly like his first week as a manager, like pulled me into a meeting room, and he was there with like a woman next to him who was clearly his superior, who like the entire time, but the attitude was very much like, you could come on, do it. And he was like, I'm not joking when I say he was like on the edge of tears. His voice was shaking. He was like, because he obviously was so scared of conflict and didn't want to discipline me. And he was like, I guess we just want to know why you've spent the first few hours of the day just talking so much. And I was like, oh, have I? He was like, and then he had all of my call records, and he held them up, and he was like visibly shaking. He was like terrified of me, and like conflict. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't realize I had been talking. He was like, we've had noise complaints from the other pods, and I was like, oh, from the other like pod, and I was like, oh God, I'm so.
That's where that move comes from. We've had noise complaints from the other pod.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I guess. And I worked there for like 4 more days, and I was like, this is so fucking lame. I'm not gonna be. I was like, this is my first day, you nerd. But I it was because I was just talking. I didn't do any work.
Poor man.
I know. Where is he now?
Sutton, probably.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah.
Still kicking around Sutton. So sad.
No one kicks around Sutton.
Sorry, I don't know if
I'll
that's
bet you
helpful.
now.
guys.
I think his arc will be that now when he goes to discipline people, he like kicks the door.
Oh
in.
my God, yeah, he's like a really, really
Listen up,
abusive
you little
boss.
fuck. I'm going to end your life and I'll tell you
He's
why.
the boss. He's the boss this person's writing in about. I think so, probably. Full circle. Okay, so sorry about your bad boss, and I hope it's better.
I
I
hope it
think
gets better
we
too.
all think quit, you deserve better.
We really do, but what the fuck do we know?
That horse thing was good, wasn't it? That
listen.
horse thing was good.
Really good stuff.
Really enjoyed
Call
The
that.
horse was. I love watching that. I love when people laugh at their own jokes. It's so good. Because I
I can spend all that time by myself.
yeah, that's
And I'll be at
true.
home and I'll think of that and I'll just be
Cackling
on the
away,
floor
yeah.
pissing myself
write that
and
into a
Snail
script,
will
it's
come
a
back
really
with a
good
mop, like all confused. I'm doing a script at the moment. I'll write it in.
Pop it in. It's a
You
really good
should.
joke.
Pop it in.
Hold
Get it in
your
there.
horses. Don't steal my line though. You can only have the punchline. You can't have the setup. That's fine.
You trademark it. You
So
trademark
all I
the
can
author.
say is, well, working in stables.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can make it work. There's a right around for that.
Halfway, please.
No, sorry, you have to pay me.
You're a fucking bitch. Sorry. I'm upset. Everyone else in all the other parts.
Nathan, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on social media at Nathan_Foad. You can. The second season of Our Flag Means Death just came out
BBC
on
iPlayer.
HBO Max. The first season is on BBC iPlayer.
So I watched it. It's very
Watch
good.
my show Newark. It's on Now TV. And I'm Nathan.
And I'm Nathan. Yes, Nathan.
Also,
Foad,
if you're on
everybody.
Now TV, you can watch all 3 Lord of the Rings films. I recommend you do.
And I'm in all of those as well.
No.
No.
Yeah. God, they were so young. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm not
I
good.
do think
That's
I look like
amazing.
Arwen, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Who's Arwen?
Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler.
Tyler.
We've got a stem on our skim time. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye, Nathan.
Bye.
Thank you so much to our executive producers, Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah Deakin, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Matthew Thomas and Madeline Quinne.
And thank you also to our producers, Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bowles, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Harald van Dijk, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess and Nick, Zoe, Sarah and Molly, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Rachel Page, Helen A, Tina, Linsey, Graham, Marsh, Amy O'Riordan, Abby Worf, Key Webb, Matt Sims, Luke Bright, Leah, Kate Spencer, Tristan, Liz Sport, Taz, Chloe, Becky Fox, Emily G, Dean Michael, Glennis Wood, Stephanie Catraccia, Sophie Chivers, Mark, Anthony. Why won't you separate them? Kerry Sooth,
I
Charlie.
can't believe you did it 2 weeks in a row. Sorry, keep going. I believe in you. Sorry to the producers.
Kerry Sooth, Charlie A, KC, Haley Wharf. Thank you all so much!
Yay!